What's up, guys? Ian here. I want to talk about work, family, and preparedness. Currently, I'm on vacation, so this feels like a pretty good time to talk about this. How do you stay organized? How do you find time in your busy schedule to do these things, to stay prepared, train with your friends, make a preparedness group, things like that. So please stay, watch, subscribe, and let's get into it. Start out small, guys. It's the best way to build up. Start with like a small 48-hour pack and work your way up from there. I'm showing you right now on the screen, it's my simplest and most cheap setup I have. If anything happens to any of this, I won't be necessarily upset, besides the firearms, obviously. If you're watching this video, I'm probably already preaching to the choir and you already know all this stuff. But if you're not, and you just happen to stumble across this, I would recommend, cordage, a cutting tool, some sort of like shelter, like a tarp or something like that, fire starting stuff, water purification, and food, right? Those are the bare essentials. If you have that, you have a pretty good setup for a foundation, you know what I mean? I'm showing you guys the cheapest shit that I got to kind of show you that, you don't have to spend a lot of money to get out there and start learning, just to start being prepared in general, right? If I was stuck stranded somewhere, I would trust myself to get somewhere that I need to be with the stuff that I have.
Oh, so you're not gonna say it now?
What?
Whatever you were trying to say to him, but he wasn't listening because he's a bitch.
Let's talk about organization, guys. Tedious and boring, I think it's a pretty vital and overlooked part of being prepared. I don't want to be looking for shit. I get extremely annoyed looking for my car keys when I lose them. So I'd be extremely annoyed looking for like a hammer or like a crowbar or anything like that when I need it. So I got all my tools, everything that I use, the most readily accessible on my shelf. It's a pretty solid setup. I like it a lot. Before I started really getting prepared in the last like 2 years, I should have focused more on organization. But granted, I didn't own my house then. I just recently bought it. When I took this footage, my wife was cooking, so I couldn't show you our pantry, but in my garage I have all my field supplies. Albeit small, it's kind of a nice little setup I have here. I just want to focus in on organization, guys. It's in my opinion, it's super overlooked. I could just be OCD as hell, but I have all my 48-hour packs, 72-hour packs kind of lined up. Gun cleaning kit, everything's nice and organized just so I can get out there to it. But focus some of your energy on organization, guys. It'll help you out in the long run. Another thing that'll help you out is every time you go to the grocery store, your wife goes to the grocery store, pick up like an extra non-perishable. Every time I go to like the gun store or like a sporting goods store, I pick up like an extra box or two of ammo. As a dad who works a lot, I don't have a lot of time to go to the shooting range, so I've been able to stack quite considerably a large amount of ammo, which has been quite nice, I'm gonna be honest. When I was a younger guy, I'd buy a box of ammo and fucking burn through it in like a day.
That's working. Yeah, but that last time it just, I don't know what the fuck.
I need a bottle of water.
I'm straight right
Like in the last video I made, you want to try to build a support network, but before you do that, you want to be squared away. Check out my last video for more like in-depth analysis on how to build a group. But once you have a group, it'll help you train faster. It'll help your morale stay solid. You'll just have a better time doing it. Nothing can go wrong with it. I mean, you'll meet some douchebags and you'll have to weed out the bad actors and all that. But once you get the foundation, it's a really awesome experience. Go check out the last video for that. So how does one balance work and family, let alone how does one balance work, family, and trying to be prepared, trying to go train, trying to maintain the garden, all the things that you want to do to stay independent, self-efficient, prepared, quotation marks. How does one do that? And there's no simple answer, right? Having an amazing family is an awesome way to be able to go out and train. I have in-laws who love watching my kids. I have my own parents who love watching my kids. So that's a very good way to be able to have that aspect covered. My job, I love my job. I can take time off to go camping You know, we try to do tactical camping. You might have seen, you know, 1 or 2 of those videos now on the channel here. So I can take time off. You know, if I don't get to shoot every week, that's okay. You know, I try to tell myself that, you know, as long as I get to go shooting at least once a month, you know, once every 2 months, it's the minimum, right, guys? That's a good way to, you know, keep my skills somewhat focused. You know, and shooting's just not being prepared. You know, you want to have food preps, you want to have like medical supplies on hand, all that type of stuff. You know, just shooting is a good way to meet people because that's the fun part of it. Let's be honest. Buying the cool ACOGs, laser aiming modules, fucking nods. That's what people are like drawn to. But in reality, you know, you're gonna want to have all this other stuff, to be honest. Guys, just to summarize, this video is about, you know, work, family, and preparedness. I hope you guys thought it was interesting, to at least maybe you learned something, I don't know. Get out there, start small, get organized, find a group of people, fucking just get out there and train, guys, for real. If you guys like the video, like and subscribe. This has been Ian from Friendly on Fire, and I'll fucking see you next time.
And then once you get set, then you get set, or you can just be like, all right, moving, and then while you see him coming up, you just stand up and start moving too.